What's up guys, it's Andy and I am desperately trying to get another vlog done. This is now the last day of July that I'm filming, so I'm gonna count that towards July and then we'll hopefully be doing a show vlog. We are doing one more show in the middle of August and I'm a little bit nervous because I thought it was a schooling show, but it's actually a B circuit show and we're just going for the experience again. I just want to get him off the property. We're just going to do Crossrails. I fully intend on trotting into both lines. I just want it to be very calm for him. It'll be his first time jumping and first time cantering at a show. We did not do either of those things in our last show vlog. It was strictly walk, trot, and poles. And we didn't push anything in the warm-up because we wanted him to stay calm and relaxed. So the other thing is that my friend Stephanie is taking me to that one because my trainer unfortunately decided to go to a different show with somebody else and I still want to go. So I'm just going to kind of wing it and we're going to possibly be with little to no guidance, but it'll be fine. And so tonight we're just going to potentially go outside and practice just cantering some single verticals, or cross rails. He's really been wanting to do verticals. He doesn't try over the cross rails anymore, so I'm taking too long to catch up to what he wants to do. So we'll maybe do a cross rail with filler or something to make him enticed to jump, and we're going to be practicing our downward transitions after the fence and using all of our space. And Alicia is coming out to film tonight, and I haven't seen her in a long time, so I'm very excited to visit with her for a while. And yeah, we'll just see what the vlog turns into. So let's go out to the barn. Okay, so we started off in our warm-up. Not gonna lie, I put the prettier parts in here because he was so slow and did not want to come under himself. I could barely get him moving forward until we started cantering a little bit. So this was some more of our better trot work, but we did just kind of have a lazy day where we plodded around the arena until I felt his joints and ligaments were at least warmed up a little bit. And we worked a little bit more once we got going, and this was a little bit better of a trot. I didn't want him to go into canter without being fully warmed up. We've been working really hard on transitions. The right has always been pretty easy, but the left, for some reason, he's been having a hard time connecting that his right hind has to lead off the left lead canter. And so he's been scrambling and unbalanced and just kind of annoying, which we're working past it. So we always have been starting off with cantering to the right first because the sequential leg movements come a little bit easier to him. And he's got a lovely canter. Like when he wants to try and be round and even collect up a little bit, it's wonderful. So I'm hoping that the left lead comes along as well. The left lead is his most comfortable to sit, which I think is funny because he's more off balance that way. But we've also been working on simple changes like what we'll be doing coming up, and that's been helping a lot too. So he doesn't lose his shoulder as much here. And then when I ask, he gets probably a good 4 steps in before he does it. And then he dips in on that left shoulder. But his canter, once he's going, is so lovely. I can sit it very easily. He's very easy to ride, very easy to maneuver. And his trot to canter transitions, the upcoming direction changing back to right, doesn't lose his shoulder at all. 2 steps and he's into the canter. So he gets it one way and he really is struggling with the other. You'll see a really bad example here of him losing his shoulder, but he picked up the lead a little bit faster that way. And I didn't want to beat it into his head because our main focus today was working on jumping, which is what we're going to be getting to once I get him back into trot and we let Cass go first so he could have a little break. I found out during this ride that he doesn't really enjoy when we jump with other people because he loses his momentum to do anything. So barely lifting up his feet over there. But at the same time, I really like the calm mentality. I'd rather him trot over a fence than over jump and take off bolting afterwards. So here again, he's not going to have much over the fence, and he turned right away. So you'll see this time we cut the arena shorter and came right back to it because I really want him to focus on going straighter. And so we decided to halt or attempt to halt straight after the fence. And then we did a little bit of backing up as well. Then we started doing the cross rail that had a little bit of filler underneath it. I find he will jump a little bit better sometimes when we have filler, a little more straight up. So he actually moves himself over the fence that direction that time. And then we basically just practice doing this both directions and really working on coming back either for a simple lead change or coming back into trot, practicing for our cross rails course for the upcoming show. I do fully intend on trotting in both lines of the cross rail course just because I don't want to worry about distances, and I know he knows how to do trot fences. There's going to be a lot of other factors playing that day. We're going to be showing indoors. It's a small arena. There's going to be lots of other horses around, so I don't want him to have to think too much, really, is what we're going for. So here I decided, because he cantered so well and controlled the other direction, I was going to try and do the same thing here. Had the wrong lead, should have come back to trot, lost our corner, pushed into canter, came crooked and chipped, but he was so good and I couldn't help but laugh. So then I decided we were going to recollect ourselves and I was going to make the trot happen. So he jumped this, unenthusiastically. I got him back to trot before we hit the corner. We had a nice, more round corner, a nice straight approach. And you can see he still kind of thinks right before the fence about what he has to do to pick up his foot. But he's really good about landing on the correct lead that direction. And so then, just because I can't help myself, we set a vertical because he likes to jump bigger fences. Now, he was distracted by a mare in the connecting pasture, so we got a little bit of a chippy distance there, and he hit the ground pole, but that's the point. He learns so quickly, you guys. So he hits that ground pole on that first distance, and then this distance just comes up like taking candy from a baby. Just perfect. And I was able to do a beautiful release, and he was great.
The only shitty part about this time of year is nice and cool right now, but it's so dark. Like the sun's setting and it's only like 8 o'clock. Oh, good, the cutest little nosies. You're a good boy.